welcome back to another weekly episode of Layers of Peace Collage Art by Treva. Right now in this moment, I would like to thank all of you for taking time to view and share my videos, subscribe, and tune into my channel. Your time and support is valued, seen, and appreciated. This week's collage inspiration came by way of a black and white picture with gleaming textures that exhibit multifaceted and various hues of ebony, pearl, gray, platinum, charcoal, and eggshell. Upon finding this image of this lady positioned and poised in confidence and strength, a host of collage possibilities charged my artistic thinking like comets and meteor showers all aglow. The glimmering brilliance of incandescent light in the subject content skirt highlights shimmering textures along with the sequin and rhinestone accents, making her appear poetically statuesque and eclectically effervescent. While cutting things out, there are many meditative ponderings and ideas that trickle in and flow throughout the mind of a collage artist. The calming sounds of scissors trimming out what's no longer needed in order to keep what is the sound of progress. As I hear my scissors clipping away, it's like hearing the sound of thinking. With each trim and cut, a diverse bevy of musings question, ponder, imagine, and dream all within my imagination. It is during this time that I, as a collage artist, get to feel the texture of the paper and notice how my scissors respond to this paper's texture. And I also get to wonder about how this image can be transformed, changed, altered, hyperbolized, revisioned, and reimagined. These wonderings lead to all kinds of collage possibilities with the freedom that only creating can give, where all things are possible and there are no rules unless self-imposed. My X-Acto knife is my go-to for tight cuts when my scissors are unable to remove what's no longer needed. Here's a collage cutting tip for you. Have the mindset of less is more when utilizing this tool. A couple of strategic slits is all that's needed to remove the last part of the original background from the interior of the sleeve. As a collage artist, one of my go-to organizational strategies that I employ is filing my collected images by color using labeled file folders. This strategy is a time saver and allows me to be more strategic and intentional with my art-making decisions. I am on the hunt for additional visual intrigue that will amplify the colors of ebony and eggshell. The ideal findings that I am in search of are supporting content images to complement the gleaming textures and the poetically statuesque presence of the subject content image. When perusing for images by color, I feel as though I am shopping for ideal visual elements that strike my artistic intuition and imagination. These folders of infinite possibilities always hold a bit of collage magic, just waiting to emerge into something unforgettable. Now we are at the part of the collage making process where we can take a closer look at all that has been chosen from the original pile of possibilities from the file folder. I see the process, an act of selecting embellishments for a collage, similarly to listening to music, like when we hear the bass, drums, hi-hat, rim shots, keys, guitar, and more. Embellishments make the collage come alive with melody and mood. They help the artist and viewers make connections, and stories just seem to bubble up whenever they are added. They contribute to the substance and function of a collage, just like all the members of a well-seasoned band or music group. A collage is simply a whole, pieced together, layer by layer, just like the harmonizing synchronization of magnetic music. They can both pull you in, allowing you to see both the whole and the individual pieces. And this is one of the many alluring qualities of collage art and the process of creating. After searching for potential background options that amplify the dichromatic power of ebony and eggshell, I found two polar opposite options that caught my attention. The first option is a cutout stainless steel art wall with a bursting gleam of light from the sun peering through. The second option is a galactic night sky with shimmering starbursts galore. To get a feel for each background, I take my time and explore both options with the subject content image just to see how they accent each other and harmonize. Now we are at the part of the collage making process where we get to put everything together and try out new things, the composing stage. This is the time where we build and create new visions and see what connections and stories surface and emerge, either through serendipitous chance or by conscious intentionality. There's a dance that occurs for collage artists during this phase of the composing process. The dance between having and remaining open to ideas, plans, and thoughts. This delicate dance is one highly familiar with artists of all disciplines and backgrounds. While composing with the second background option, I'm able to incorporate more textures through the ability to utilize many of the images that have been cut out. This is also another artistic responsibility for collage artists, knowing when to add more content, when to take away for less, and when and how to create balance within a collage. Your artistic intuition will let you know when. And the more you create and make collages, the sharper and keener this intuition becomes. So in other words, the more you work it, the more it works. Now it is time for a final look at the collages I was able to create using gleaming textures as inspiration. special thanks to all of you who have chosen to tune in for today's video. I do hope that you'll join me for next week, in which I'll be bringing in something new and fresh that has inspired me to create.